I really like these lights because I can't see y'all very well. In Dallas, I think it was on San Saba. We moved a bunch of times, but on San Saba Street, we had a walk bridge that went over a little creek area. And there were a number of times that I was the target. And Pete, believe it or not, he and Dan were the shooters, and I was the shootee.
Hey, you weren't alone, buddy.
Anyway, that was one of the things that happened there. And then also when we were down on Gaston Avenue living, that was a time in which Pete got, I think, his first paper route, and became kind of a little entrepreneur there, and went on to do some other things in Louisville. But anyway, that was a fun thing we did.
So then it was on to Louisville and Sky Ranch, and those were absolutely marvelous times. Pete played football. We all played football. And he was the co-captain of the football team, the high school football team, when he was his senior year. In addition, Pete was teaching canoeing out at Sky Ranch, a tremendous teacher, as Steve mentioned. And here comes canoe to be continued. Pete was also the president of the State Future Business Leaders of America. And every summer, well, for like the last 3 summers that we were in high school together, he managed to put together, again with his entrepreneurial abilities, put together a hay hauling crew, bought a couple of trucks, and here we go, having an incredible time, and enjoying every minute of it, learning so much from Pete. It takes a young teenager that's got a couple of 3 crews, tough crews, that knows that he has to get the hay in the barn before the rain hits that he can see coming down the road, gets her done. In closing, I find it appropriate to mention a rather parochial but realistic analogy of the way Pete lived his life. And it might suggest that life is not a journey to the grave with the intention of arriving safely in a pretty and well-preserved body, but rather to slide in sideways, thoroughly used up, totally worn out, loudly proclaiming, "Wow, what a ride."